Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Haley.
And we're going to...
critic on the movie The Proposal.
Okay, so, of course, the title's The Proposal, and it's rated PG-13, and we highly recommend it for ages 11 and up.
Because her sister was watching it, and her sister's 7, and we were laughing, and she was laughing, and we asked her if she actually got the movie, and she said no.
So we highly recommend for kids ages 11 and up. And, yeah. Okay, so let's start with what we didn't like. Or should we do the brief summary first?
What do you think? We're not very prepared.
Okay, we'll just start with the summary. Okay, so Margaret is Andrew's boss, working at an editing place for, I think, newspapers. Margaret will get kicked out or transported to or out of the country if she's not married or related to someone in the U.S. So she forces Andrew to marry her. And so they go downstate to Alaska to meet the family. Andrew and Margaret end up falling in love, and Margaret and Andrew end up falling in love. And since Andrew is so in love with Margaret, he races to go get her after she has a 24-hour time period to get out of the state.
Because she blew it.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with what we didn't like. You can go first.
Okay. So, after Andrew made a speech about, what happened, and, after... Not really going to say that because it kind of gives it away. But they didn't mention anything about going to jail for a 5-year sentence, which kind of confused us because they were, threatening it, and then he didn't have to go to jail. So it was, it was confusing.
So if they would have mentioned that he has to serve a 5-year sentence because before this guy came and said he can give a speech, I don't want to give it away, but he can, give a speech about what happened, and he doesn't have to serve a 5-year sentence. It was 20-second offer. So he didn't do that. But then he said it at the wedding. And yeah. Okay, another thing we didn't like was when she was leaving and packing her boxes and she was giving orders. It was really boring because it just feels her taking stuff out of her desk, putting it in boxes and saying, go mail all my stuff here. And it didn't really get exciting until Andrew showed back up again. So...
Yeah.
Okay, you start with what we like.
We liked. I thought what was really funny was when the grandma faked a heart attack. I have seen this movie a lot, but I haven't watched it in a long time. So that was one of the main parts that I remembered. Oh, the other main part that I liked was when the puppy. I didn't like this part because it was sad, but
it was funny.
The puppy got picked up by the eagle, but then when the puppy got dropped and saved, I was happy. But then when her phone got taken away, I laughed.
Yes, because what happened was, so the dog is a tiny little white fur ball, and the dog's not allowed outside because the eagles take her. And so Margaret, the lady who doesn't even want to be in Alaska,
lets the
dog outside when she goes out to take a very important work phone call. And the eagle comes down and grabs the dog, and she's running and saying, let the dog down, but then also talking to her boss on the phone. I think it was her boss. And so finally, the eagle dropped the dog, and the dog's falling to the ground, and Margaret catches her, and her phone's up here.
She threw her phone.
She threw her phone and went to go grab it, but the eagle, she had it up here, and the eagle came down and took her phone and went off, and
it was
really funny.
Okay, next one.
Something that I thought was really funny is when Margaret was really mad. I can't remember why. Remember why she was really mad?
What part are you talking about?
When the other funny part when she fell in the boat.
Oh, yeah, she was upset because they were treating her like such a good family member.
Yeah, and she all upset.
And she was lying to them.
So she went and grabbed the boat with Andrew in it and started driving like a crazy maniac. And Andrew takes over, and they go towards a buoy and almost hit the buoy. But Andrew takes a sharp turn, and
she falls off.
Margaret fell out the boat, and Margaret doesn't know how to swim. And so she's trying to drown.
Not very smart.
And then Andrew's grab the buoy. So she swims over, clutches, death grip, grabs the buoy. And when Andrew comes over really close to her, she wouldn't give him one hand to, get into the boat. So it was really funny. And then also, Okay, so
I really don't
in
think
it,
we should have hired him.
there's a strip part where they go for like a bachelor party, and the guy bachelorette, and at it, Margaret gets picked up to go on stage while he dances,
And I feel so bad for her.
and so then Margaret saw him at the store again, and we thought it'd be kind of we didn't think it'd fit in if they say it, but we were thinking
like he's okay. This is what I made up: store clerk by day, stripper by night. And I said if the store knew he was a stripper, they probably wouldn't have hired him. I mean, it's just
yeah.
like,
So he's like a stripper, store clerk. What was he also? He was like he had to be interviewed.
yeah.
He was funny,
really
and then
it was really
at
funny,
the end, because what happens is this guy, he has to interview everyone, making sure they're not faking their love. And so at the end, they're giving critics and stuff, and there's a side guy when they're like interviewing them. And the stripper is like, the guy's like, "Are you an actual American citizen?" And he said,
Oh my
"Oh,
gosh.
yes, I am." And then he's like, "God bless America," and starts singing, and
a really weird thing. Bad.
yeah, and
bad.
it wasn't even the song, I don't think. It was like some of it, but some of it was like all mixed up.
Good
This
blues
America. Okay,
It was really
so
weird.
is that all?
Yeah.
Okay,
I definitely recommend this movie. I give it a 4. I give it 5 stars. It was really funny.
yeah, 5 stars.
It was really funny.
Yeah,
But
funny.
5 stars for 11 and up. 2 stars for maybe 11 and under because they might not understand most
Yeah.
of it.
They just laugh along
For
with
10
the
and under, I mean.
Yeah.
Because they
So,
might not recommend.
yeah.
They might not.
So I highly recommend seeing this movie, and you can,
Unless
I guess,
you
get
can
on
rent
DVD. You can get it on DVD. It's on demand, and I highly recommend this movie. I'm Ashley,
I'm Haley.
and we'll see you again with more movies
Next.
time.